Hello everyone, this is Anime Heaven X23. I thought I'd give you guys a look of all the games that I have on Steam. Alright, so all my games. Now I technically do have more, but they're like the regular versions of like BioShock, not the remaster. A couple games like that. Or they released an updated version of a game, which I'll mention as I go through. And then, the old version and stuff. So I actually do have more than the 204 that it does show. As you can see here, I love the Agatha Christie games. And then we got Alan Wake and its DLC. Vertigo. Alone in the Dark, Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered, Black Flag, its DLC, Freedom Cry, Unity, Rogue, Bank Cadus, great GameCube games originally. I kept Batman on there because I found like best place to go to get the settings, for Batman Arkham Asylum to run well on the Steam OS, so basically like Steam Deck. So I got that. We got all the Batman games. Beyond the Steel Sky, Beyond Two Souls, Biomutant. I really enjoyed that game. I platinumed it on PS5. Like I said, there's BioShock Remastered, BioShock 2, and then Infinite. Like I said, BioShock Remastered and 2. I have the original versions too, but they're not really that compatible with the Steam OS and Steam Deck. So, Book of Unwritten Tales 2, Broken Pieces, the Broken Sword games. There's 1 and 2, the remake of 1. There's 5. Call of Cthulhu, Call of Sea, Chernobyl Light. I planted that one on PS5. We got Chrono Cross, Control, Ultimate Edition. I know they have a sequel coming out, the Control Resident. I am going to wait until it hits $20 to $25 before I even think about it. Mainly because when I heard they were going to do a sequel, they were going to turn Control into a series, franchise. I wanted to continue the story of Jesse. And once I found out they were not going to do it, I understand you want to do about the brother, which is fine. See, this is basically like Control 2, Control Resident. And they should announce, like right from the get-go, that this is a Control side story. And then Control Actual 2 will be bringing Jesse back. Because I got involved with Jesse, excuse me. Her searching for her brother Dylan. Learning all her cool abilities. And stuff like that. And, then you don't get to continue that story. I mean, you hear her narrating the trailers and stuff. But I have no interest really in playing with Dylan, so I'll wait, like I said, till it's $25 or so. Excuse me. Before I even think about it. Then we got Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII Reunion, Crowns and Pawns. That's a point-click game. I love point-click games. And we got the Darksiders. Can't wait for 4, because you'll play as all the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. There's Disco Elysium, Divinity 1, Divinity 2, Doom, Dragon Quest 11, Dragon's Dogma. I figure Dragon's Dogma 2, which is not Steam Deck verified, I figure once it comes out on the Switch 2, I know they said they're going to go back and on the same day that comes out, they're going to give all the improvements that they made to the game. The Switch 2, they're going to go add those to the other versions, and maybe they'll go back and get the game verified for the Steam Deck. We got Doodling Forever, Dungeons of Hindenburg, Edge of Eternity, which is I think like Final Fantasy like 12. I'm sorry, like 10 and stuff. Evil West, like I said before, it's a good God of War clone style game. Original Fable. There's Remake, Rebirth. My second favorite JRPG all time. Favorite Final Fantasy game. What I'm hoping is Microsoft's talking about releasing the 360 games on the PC. I'm hoping that Lost Odyssey, Blue Dragon, and Infinite Undiscovery come out on like PC, like Steam or whatever, so that way I could play them on this. I love Lost Odyssey, my favorite RPG ever, done by the father of Final Fantasy. Blue Dragon, that was at that time Xbox's answer to Dragon Quest, because it didn't have Dragon Quest on their system. And Infinite Undiscovery, it's a really cool JRPG. That is a game that people get wrong all the time, and because they see the Square Enix logo on the front, they think it's a Square Enix IP, and it's not. If you look on the back, it says it on the back of the box. It is a Microsoft-owned IP. Microsoft thought the game would sell better in Japan if it had the Square Enix label on it instead of theirs. That is the only way, because Square Enix publishes the game, but they don't own any rights or anything to the game. It's all Xbox, Microsoft. Then we got 12-15. There's my third favorite JRPG ever, Final Fantasy X. I love that game. And I've always said this, Forspoken was my favorite PS5 game when I had a PS5. Loved it. Beat it on the Steam as well. Then we got Ghostbusters, the video game remastered, Ghostwire Tokyo. If you have not played Ghostwire Tokyo, highly recommend it. I beat it on Xbox Series X, I beat it on PS5, and then I beat it on Steam. God of War, Creedfall. If you want just a hack and slash gun style action game in Gungrave, you'll enjoy it. And we got Heavy Rain, Hellblade, and they managed to get Hellblade 2, Senua's Saga, Steam Deck verified, which is really cool. So when it comes on sale, I'll have to get it. Hogwarts Legacy. I'm currently in the DLC Frozen Wilds. I have about 60% done. And not too long ago, I completed it on the PS4 Pro. And it is basically, because my Legion Go S, which has a better CPU and GPU than the Steam Deck, same amount of RAM. It's more equivalent to a PS4 Pro than, because the Steam Deck is like somewhere in between a PS4 and a Pro, where the Legion Go S is basically a PS4 Pro, and the Switch 2 is basically an Xbox Series S for all intents and purposes. Then I bought Indiana Jones and the Great Circle for it, and that's verified. I know that one's well on the Switch too. It looks good too. Immortal Phoenix Rising, I beat it for the first time on the PS4 Pro. Really enjoyed it, so I'm going back and going to try to beat the game as well on the Steam here. This game here, this Cathy Rain. This has the old PC version. I own it as well because when you bought the new one, you got the old one. The old one don't run so well on Steam, so I should say Steam Deck. So I passed on it. Really like Kingdoms of Amalur: Reawakening. I know they increased the DLC. This clone of the game has 1 and 2 on it. There's the Lego Batman, Batman 2, Batman 3. They had a special on all 3 of these, so I got them. 1 was verified for Trails of Cold Steel. 2 is unsupported. I haven't gone back and checked 3 and 4 in a long time. These 2 Larry games. I like the Life is Strange series. So there's the first one, which I beat on every platform it's been on. Same with Before the Storm. Same with Life is Strange 2. Same with True Colors. Now Double Exposure and Reunion. I have not played them. I don't know on multiple systems, but I haven't got around to playing them. We got Maneater, which is a great shark RPG, Marvel's Guardians, Spider-Man 2, Miles Morales, and Spider-Man. I had, before with my old Steam count, I had beat Spider-Man Remastered, so now I gotta go back and redo it. Then we got all the Metros. I know they have a new Metro game coming out. I'll probably wait for that to become a sale, just because these all 3 can have the story of Anton, and I liked it. And to literally go back into the Metro doesn't interest me, so I'm going to bypass it. If you've not played the Super Lucky Tail games, because you have Super Lucky Tales and you get new Super Lucky Tail, which is basically a little bit extra content. Really good platform games. I think anybody gives them a chance. In the Akuni games, the Oceanhorn games. This is more like A Link to the Past. This is more like Ocarina of Time. And we got the Outcast, the Outer Worlds, and Out 2, I think, is either verified or it's like small text, which if it just says small text in its description for Steam Deck settings, I consider that basically verified. Then you got Pac-Man Persona 3. And what's funny about the Plague Tale is Plague Tale Requiem is verified, and Innocence is not. You have to adjust the graphics, which is amazing. They never went back and fixed that. A really good Xbox One game that I know they were one time talking about a sequel, never got around to it, so I'm hoping that changes. It's Quantum Break, really good game. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, it's a good Ratchet, and this is what obsessed me with Sony, is they have a lot of good IPs that don't get used, like the Infamous series. There's not been an Infamous game, a mainline one, since Infamous Second Son. Yeah, I know they had the First Light, which is a prequel to Second Son, but Second Son, I believe, was 2014, I believe it was. So there's not been a new Infamous game in 12 years. They've done 2 games since that. Ghost of Tsushima and Ghost of Yote. And, I miss the Infamous games. They own so many IPs, they don't have the studios to make the games because they keep on making these single-player story games. And that to me is what hurt PlayStation, is they don't got no variety of games. They're all like the same template. And, it's like Wolverine. I love Wolverine character, but I don't like what they've done with certain things. And I gotta admit, I'm a bit weary of it, just because how they butchered Spider-Man 2. You basically take Spider-Man and you make him kind of a back character in his own game. I don't want to play as Miles Morales in a Spider-Man game. Now it's Miles Morales Spider-Man. That's different. That's Miles Morales. You know what you're getting into. So that's just me. Raven Master, good point and click. Recore, an early Xbox One game. Really, really good game. At least I think so. Then we got the Resident Evil Revelation games. Then we got Renaissance of Fate, Edge of Eternity. It was a PS3, Xbox 360 game. Really good. And another game I would love to see Namco Bandai bring back because it's stuck on the PS3, Xbox 360 is Eternal Sonata. Then we got Return to Monkey Island. Rise of Tomb Raider, RoboCop, Rise of Rome, another good launch title they did for the Xbox One. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, the Shadow Warrior games, Sherlock Holmes, Sonic Transform Racing, the Sinking City Remastered, Spyro's. Now this Star Wars game, the last Hope 4K remastered version. I know it shows that it's unsupported. It actually runs great on the Steam Deck, right out the guts. You don't have to mess with anything. And there's second departure for the verified for the Steam, for Steam Deck and Legion Go and that. But for some reason they've never put the first one on, which is kind of odd. And the Siberia games, I love the Siberia games. And there's Tales of Rise and its DLC, Cisteria, Vespera, Symphonia, and Grace's F. Tales of Extelia and Tales of Berseria, I have them in my wish list on Steam, and when they go on sale for $20, I'll get them. And there's Tomb Raider, all these other Tomb Raiders. I own the other two, 3 and 4, which I never realized there was actually a 4th and stuff. But the first 2 are verified. The last 2 are one's unsupported and one's nothing yet. Then we got the Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy. I wish so bad before Sony stopped releasing their first single player games on the PC. I wish they would have released the Uncharted collection, 1, 2, and 3. I definitely would play them again and try to platinum again. All of them. I love those 3. Even though the first game on Crushing was tough, the last boss on number 2 was a real pain in the butt on the toughest setting. And I wish they would take Golden Abyss from the Vita and bring it out. I mean, that game is stuck on the Vita. It's a great game. Just like Killzone Mercenary. There's at least 2 really good first-party games that are stuck on the Vita because Sony don't want to release. They could just take them the way they are, enhance them slightly graphically, charge $20, and bring them to the PS5, and they would sell a couple million copies, I think. And the Walking Dead games, I don't have the Michonne, or how you say it, because it's too many issues with that version. And we got the Wolfenstein games, Witcher 3. Then we got Yakuza 0, 3, 4, 5 remastered. The 6, there's the Kiwami games, Like a Dragon. Then we got Ys Merceseta, Ys 7, Ys 8, Ys 9. 8 and 9 are verified, 10 is verified. These 2, or 10 is verified or with text, basically verified. And these 2 aren't supported. So like I said, that's the 204 Steam games that I currently own, that I have on there. Like I said, if you were to take the extras, like I have the regular BioShocks and things like that, the regular Raven game and things, I'm up to I think it's 218 or something. So I didn't include them because they have too many issues. So that right there is my current, like I said, Steam library. I'm hoping to have maybe 240 games by the end of the year with some more sales, with Christmas coming and stuff like that. My birthday, because I'll be 50 in October, so hoping I get some Steam money so I can buy some more games and stuff. Thank you all for watching this. Hope you guys enjoyed me rambling on about the games I own on Steam and my opinion on some of the games and comparisons I talked about. Thank you all for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Take care, everyone. Goodbye, and thank you.